Clarksville. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport. A rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. It's the Crimson Tide and the Tennessee Volunteers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Guys, the Vols head coach told me before the game, this is a developing storyline. Early in the season, they took a risk starting a young freshman quarterback, but he has continued to shine and get better each and every week. Now, late in the season, a chance for the college football playoff is on the line. His team is playing with great energy and enthusiasm, but they have got to continue to take care of the ball and focus and perform every single game. We'll see how he's able to get off to a quick start here in the first quarter. Keep you posted from the sidelines. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Inside, it's Bishop, and he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards his side. Secondly, maybe we double-team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
Caught behind the line. It's Bishop. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you've got dialed up on third.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Pocket breaking down. Got it down the field. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Running inside, it's Bishop. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Moves away as he feels pressure. Had to throw it before he wanted. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on second down. Whoops, someone moved a little bit early. Offense going to pick up a 5-yard penalty. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's second and long. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Oh, that hit him in a bad spot, right in the hands. Great play. You still get a pass breakup, but, man, that could have been an interception by the defender there. Nice break on the football, but secure that big fella and get the 6. Get the pick 6.
Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense picks it up.
It's raining in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Plows through the defense.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
I'll tell you, this running back, he is running behind an offensive line that is playing in unison right now, doing a great job communicating pre-snap. They're getting hats on hats in the run game.
From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hill. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running to the left. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Now here's Mack. He's got it and still on his feet. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the 3rd down, now setting up 1st and goal.
The Crimson Tide move the sticks through the air. Let's see if they go back to it here. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Mack. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Looking for blockers. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. To the air on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. The run inside. It's Bishop. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. And the ball's in the hurry-up. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on first and 10 from the 29.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season, not even in the top 50. But you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games. Not just be
intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Trying to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last two games now? That's now his third interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be second and 9.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's second and 9. Austin Mack. He's got him in the flat. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. They go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Quarterback keeps it. Looks as if the Crimson Tide will have the first down.
And it's a good job by this defense, man. They got him in third and short, but, man, they've got to do a better job. If they want to get back in this football game, they've got to force some field goals. They've got to force some punts. They've got to force something to go their way, and they've got to be better on third down.
So close to cashing it in for this offense. Got his man. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this defense sold out for the run. I love it. Physical, downhill, second and goal. Nice job getting the stop, forcing the third down.
They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's third and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So the Vols offense takes the field to start this drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point. And
I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The Vols want to pick up the tempo.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch. That's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Rush is on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. You've got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be fourth down. The Volunteers will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. He's got great speed. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The Tide ready to roll on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. There he goes. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
They'll run it on the counter. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Shakes off the defender. And the stiff arm was strong, but the defense was stronger, and they stop him for a short gain.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Creates a little space. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Running inside. It's Hill. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. Throwing, Mack. Lets it fly deep downfield. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd. Man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got him downfield. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far. You've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest reason why they're trailing by as much as they are. They better go in at halftime and make some big-time adjustments.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in and looking upfield. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the running back. At the 45, on its way. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
when the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Right back to the well. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the number 4 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Missouri looking to extend that win streak to 4 in a row. It's one of the better coaching jobs in football right now, and a nice payday could be on the horizon. And as we check in on these notable matchups this week, we're reminded of just how meaningful every week in college football truly is.
And that's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you have got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the 3rd. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Can't get him to the ground. Had nowhere to go, couldn't get it out of the end zone. He'll take the safety.
Well, they're trying to toss the ball to get outside on the defense and try to use their speed, but how about the awareness and recognition defensively? Not just winning up front, getting off of blocks, but pursuing the football, getting hats to the ball in the end zone, and getting 2 points.
The give on the option. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
This offense has had some struggles early in this game so far. They're just trying to get something going, and so you take a shot. You try to find your best one-on-one matchup and see if they can make a play. The defense was ready for it. Good coverage on the back end. They look very prepared. All 11 guys on defense right.
Ripped it inside the 10. Touchdown Volunteers. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they pay it off with a strike from 38 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Ready to roll on offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Makes the grab, fighting off the defender. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Right back to it. Crosses the 45. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Mack. There's the pressure. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Neyland Stadium, alive, a cauldron of orange noise on 3rd down. Now here's Mack. Oh, he wants it all. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hauls it in, looking for space. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. That was a big stop by the defense now to see if they can take advantage and draw a little closer in this game. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. The play-action fake. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down. And the Vols will send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Tide ready to roll on offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Austin Mack escapes the pressure to his right. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
They'll snap it from the 34 on 1st and 10. Give to the back. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Mack. Fires to the tight end. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job on the D.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Mack. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Throwing, Mack gets it to the back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Hauls it in. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, this guy's not easy to bring down. They just throw him a simple hitch pass, but he's got so many moves out in the open field. You've got to get a lot of hats to the football to get that guy down, prevent him from scoring on big plays.
Reads it, fires complete. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. The Vols have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it. Here's a heat. He gets away. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And unfortunately, man, another incompletion. This offense is just running out of time. Like, they've just not put it together, trailing. I know they're in passing situations, but this defense, they don't have to be aggressive. They can sit back. Offensively, you got to put the gas to the floor. Got to make something happen fast.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect it.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. Skips away from pressure. Fires downfield. For the 3rd straight play, the pass falls incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like, it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive. And this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this.
He's loose down the middle. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
This quarterback has been under duress all game long. He's one of the best in the country, and he's used to having his way. He's the one who's used to dictating to opposing defenses, but that has not been the case in this game. Here we are late. He's still under pressure, taking a sack there.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Throws to the wideout. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks the tackle. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. We saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep play.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies, so there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball in the perimeter. You toss it out there, you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left, too.
Takes the handoff. It's Hill. Pulled down for the tackle.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
They'll try the run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And they make the stop just short of the line to gain. Inches to go. It'll be fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. Good, right down the boulevard. But now there's a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that's about. And he's going to bring this one out. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. He's got the tight end. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his second catch so far in this game.
Here's a throw downfield late. And here's the third interception of the night.
things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation.
They're dealing with a second and long. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them, so now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead, because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.